Alrighty, what's up guys? Evanaldo here. So I read your comments. I know some of you guys told me that the microphone was a little bit quiet the other day. Fix that. Welcome to the stream, guys. A little bit earlier than we normally do. And I know on the East Coast it's like 8 a.m. for you guys. But I just really felt like streaming right now. And I'll probably stay on until, I don't know, an hour probably. So hopefully we'll get some more people kind of in the stream as this kind of progresses here. And always appreciate you guys smashing the like button and all that. When we look at, I'm just curious about, what's going on. Currently right now, the big news, I tweeted about it, Trump is now, the lion convinced Coca-Cola to make Coke healthier. Is that even, he convinced Coke to make Coke like they make it in every other country, or at least Mexico. They're going to use real, this is more important than anything we're going to talk about. They're going to use real sugar in Coke. And nobody liked this post. I don't care. This is important. They're going to use real cane sugar in Coke, guys. What's up, Penny Harris? Oh, let's look at Chainlink. Yeah. What's up, James? It is a little bit early. So yeah, it's Friday right now. I would expect a little bit of consolidation, a little choppy sidewaysness into the weekend. I don't think you're going to break up to 3,900 that quickly. This is a pretty decent point right here. And you're probably going to bounce around a little bit, maybe a few weeks, maybe back down to 3,300 or something. I don't know about that low, but something like that into the end of July. I think you'll probably see some situation like that. So yeah. Nice, Big G. Appreciate you, Big G. From Egypt. Nice. You've obviously been to Cairo and all that. So yeah, and others versus Bitcoin here. Right there, and then that kind of area. So that's big. The big area you wanted to kind of reclaim is this right here, and you've done that. Now we are kind of way behind schedule on where alt should ride against Bitcoin. But what's interesting is if we can, if you look at like what we saw from early, the first 5 months of 21 into May of 21, like this situation right here or something, like I would say starting with January, that was about, a little over 5 months, 5.5 months into May. Can the next 5 months be something like that into a peak in October and November? Now, I don't know exactly when Bitcoin's going to peak out. History would tell us October, based on 18 months after every Bitcoin halving, a Bitcoin peaks out, and based on where the bear market's lower. So I'm kind of leaning towards October. And especially if you can get up to these levels, even make a new all-time high on others versus Bitcoin. Is that possible? I don't freaking know. Things would have to go nuts, man. And they can go nuts, and we've seen them go nuts before. I don't know if you can do that type of... That would be assuming you don't really see much of a correction in August, or if you do, it's a very quick correction. It recovers quickly. Hit 37, Big G. It's hard to say, man. I would think you're going to see your little consolidation correction now. But I would not be surprised at all if you jump up to that area. I think it's going to be kind of sideways choppy into the weekend or whatever, and then into the end of the month, you'll finally get your 4,000 that we've all been kind of excitedly, waiting for. And the real big thing here is Ethereum, you're now only down freaking from all-time highs. What are you down now? You're down 24% from all-time highs. So, that's not bad at all. You're down 9% from that area, 24% from all-time highs. If you invested, I don't know, 100 grand back there, you'd have 75 grand. Okay, that's a pretty bad investment for those years, but, compared to what we've been seeing, this is phenomenal. You know what I mean? This is up so much. So yeah. And let's see, somebody wanted me to look at Chainlink. Yeah, we'll look at Chainlink, sure, right now. Crypto.com, I want to look at, that's been up. Bitcoin dominance, I think, is going to keep going down. Maybe it'll be quicker if things I feel like it could be even quicker or something. A lot of shit could, excuse the language, but a lot of shit could happen pretty damn quickly over the next few months. Maybe it'll be more extended, but let's see, we got August, September, October. Can this all be done in 3 months? I mean, yes, if Bitcoin gets up to anywhere from 130 to 150, yes. I mean, you're in the later stages, I think, for Bitcoin, guys. I mean, unless things are drastically different this time around, like you're in the late stages for Bitcoin. Bitcoin ain't getting up to 300K. You ain't doubling your money with Bitcoin at this point. I think it's unlikely. I could be wrong, but I think it's unlikely. Like, I mean, what does Evan Aldo think Bitcoin can get up to this year? What is possible? If we're talking about possible but unlikely, 200K. Impossible, probably 300K. That would be really tough, but I've been wrong before. Most likely somewhere between 130, 160, maybe 180 to 200, but like I said, pretty unlikely in my opinion. What was I going to look at here? So it's Chainlink. Chainlink is good, man. I mean, I've been in the trade, just getting eaten alive by fees for a while, but it's doing well. I mean, it's all a patience game. Look at that trade. And by the way, guys, if you want to trade, pin chat is the link for BloFin, 20% of your fees for life. Same thing with BYDFI, down below, 20% of your fees for life. There's a lot of good deposit bonuses, so check it out. I don't think you could find a better deal anywhere other than my link, so check that out. Worked hard to get you that, so if you're interested in trading, check it out. Also, if you deposit at least $100 either on BYDFI or BloFin, open a support ticket with UID or your email in the Discord. I'll give you one free month in the VIP Discord. A lot of good stuff there, mainly swing trades by me, and then a lot of good stuff at KMac and Nightshade. So yeah, this is up. Chainlink's doing phenomenal here. I mean, it's good, man. I mean, a lot of I would say what I'm hoping for. I mean, who the hell knows if this will happen? I mean, if things peak out by October, I don't know if you're gonna. It could be just a double top from that area. I would think it would be pretty likely that you would be able to at least get to that area. Yeah, and if you can get there by September, I mean, that may be a lot to ask. If you can get there by September, then you might be able to get to $80 by, October, November, or December, that kind of area. So I think Chainlink's pretty good. I think 80 is probably a coin flip. Making a new all-time high or getting rejection from the old all-time high is probably 60, 70%. Anything above 80 or above 100 is probably only 10 or 20% as well. So that's what I would kind of guess here. Let's see. Cody drinks cola himself, should drink more water instead. Does Trump still drink Coke as much? He probably does, not as much as it used to be. But as you guys probably know, I'm sure Trump could get Mexican Cokes all that he wants, and he drinks Diet Coke, I think, so it wouldn't even make a difference. But yeah, but it's the man thinks outside the box sometimes. I'll tell you that much. This is coming up here. Litecoin, I don't know. I mean, you could, based on history would tell you could get back up to that 400 mark, but that's a lot to ask. I mean, it's a 4x here, so we'll see. I mean, what price are you going to take profits at APT? What are you looking at there? Nice. I mean, I'm just curious, where are you going to take profits or end of year or whatever? I mean, thing with Litecoin, as a lot of you guys obviously know, you look at Litecoin, Bitcoin, it's just like, oh man, just pretty much only goes down. You know what I mean? So I think you can, jump up a little bit here. Maybe back up to the 100% or something, but like if Bitcoin gets them up to 150, I mean, this could double. Like, we could get up to 200 at least or something. I think you'll get them up 100%. Yeah, that'd probably equate to sometime in October, November. That's everything's kind of leaning up to those areas, guys. In my opinion. Thoughts on render? Well, it got delisted from some exchanges, right? That's the main thing that I've been weird about with it. I think it can, come up a bit. I would be a little bit. I got to read up on what the hell's happening, why it's been delisted from some places. I think you got a good shot of getting up to, $8 to $10 again, but I don't know about after that. So yeah, you would take 200. Yeah. Right around 175. Okay, so not that, yeah, not that far away. Okay. I wonder, like, how does Litecoin look against ETH right now? So it's bled quite a bit. Generally just bleeds against ETH. I mean, yeah, didn't even, now it gotta jump up there. Can it jump again? Yeah, I would say come September it probably will jump against ETH. For next month to 2 months, probably not. Based on that chart. I mean, I could be wrong, but we'll see. I'm curious if anything else is kind of jumping right now. Polygon is, yeah, as ETH consolidates, some of these could jump. I want to see a 30-cent Polygon would be pretty nice. It looks really good right now, at least on the daily, so that looks good. I want to see if there's like what's moving. NFTs, yeah, I mean 6K for a ape right now. Let's see 24 hour Ethereum Classic. Wow, okay. Nobody's talked about that in a minute. Let's look here. Because I just want to see, like, if you got in, you know, when everybody got in back there, down 60%, so a little jump up here. I don't think there's much. Let's look at this against, like, Bitcoin. Yeah, just nothing. So, a bit of a nothing burger, in my opinion. But, yeah, Kronos had a good day. And if you look at, let's see. Yeah, yeah, that's what it looks like, Matt. I don't know what's going on with it. I just don't have the time to follow every single crypto. I mean, or that, you know. But I want to look at, yeah, let's look at Crow, because I have a decent position in Crow. I mean, nothing insane, but, you know, like I have enough where it's like, okay, you know, you're up a good amount. That's significant. I think you should be able to get to 16 cents relatively quickly and then back up to 23. I mean, I'm hoping for 30 cents at least. You know, if we just look at the way this shit normally, the way this thing normally moves, I mean, I don't know. Can you do this again? Maybe, you know, maybe in 10 a year or something. 30 cents could be doable. So, yeah. So that was, yeah, let's just see what's been moving. So, Flare, Uniswap, that may be approaching a new all-time high, which is pretty cool. So, yeah, right, maybe 18 right there. Well, actually, no, that's kind of far off. Aave was the one. Uniswap, some of the ERC20s I think will do well. Yeah, Aave's kind of approaching there, too. VeChain is one that I think can do pretty well too, you know, getting back up to 7 cents or whatever. So yeah, Trump to sign the bills today. I think it's likely. Yeah, I mean, I haven't really followed it too much, but it could be generally good for the market. I mean, I don't think it'll send things. I think it's a kind of prices already factored in, but you know, you are seeing like a couple things that would tell us that, you know, ETH is gonna come down a little bit in the short term, maybe back down to 32 or something. So keep that in mind. From June 22nd, we're up 70%. So we're up 70% in the last month. And I mean, I think by early August, I'm looking for 4K, hopefully. You know, I don't really see you going much above 4K by early August. So yeah, I don't think you'll see a new all-time high probably until September. That's kind of my opinion, but that's not that long away. XRP, yeah, the trade is, I'm still in that. Well, I took a lot of profits there, but that $4 to $6, I think you got a good shot at into the end of the year here. Yeah, 450 to 6, yeah. That kind of area. 4 to 6, yeah. Could be it could break up to 4 by end of this month and come down. Like, this is what I would kind of guess. I mean, it could be completely off, but, you know, here, something like that, something like this, you know, probably more extended, you know, something like that, I would guess. I think you could get up to $6 probably. I think a little less than a double. I kind of think ETH will do better than it overall into like September, October, but we'll see. re-existing the game still after Bitcoin hits. Still, I have no clue what the. What a question. Am I re-existing the game still after Bitcoin hits 150K still, or in October? Like, it's like when the what that makes me think of. Remember when Trump was they were doing like translating English to English for Trump? That's kind of what that reminds me of a little bit. But yeah, let's see. TRX is a good one. Nightshade likes TRX. I like it too, but I mean, yeah. I think you got, from where you are right now, I think 57 is very likely, maybe up to 88. I think you got 3X potentially. Now you're good, James. I said, maybe it's me, but yeah, no question, man. It's like re-existing. What does that mean? I'm re-existing the game after Bitcoin hits. Wait, what? Anyway, just trying to rephrase it in proper English. Yeah, I mean the thing. Yeah, I agree. Like in terms of signing the bill, I mean, I think it'll make things go up. But I mean, I don't know if you're going to get no 10x on every crypto tomorrow. Like, I mean, you got to wait a few months. I mean, a lot of stuff can do a 3x. I think a lot of stuff can do a 3x. I mean, I'm just curious. Like, if you're looking at kind of that cup and handle on Cardano from where we are right now, 85 cents. Yeah, I mean, maybe up to $5 or something. Yeah. I think Cardano's got some potential here. Reevaluating? Yeah, oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to definitely, I think October's the place. I mean, if I had to guess, October's probably the place where I'm going to take some major profits. He wants to know if you want the red pill, though. I think, I mean, I don't think I'm going to sell nothing. I basically know. I mean, I didn't think it changed, but, well, I basically know that I'm not selling nothing until I was like the ancient Bitcoin whale. Yeah, there's been a few of those guys. These oh, you probably can't see it. Let me see if I can find this stupid. There's no link to this article, but there's an ancient. I'll just read the title. Ancient Bitcoin whale completes $9.5 billion sell-off after 14 years, turns 130K into billions. So, I would say, so if we look at more, let's talk about, this is important to talk about. Do I exit the market after Bitcoin hits 150? I would start to scale out. I don't think Bitcoin's going to hit 150K until October. So, yeah, but I'm going to start to scale out when Bitcoin hits 150K. So it would kind of be regardless, but I kind of want to reevaluate, what everything else looks like at that point. So to kind of answer your question, I think October is really the month to get out, especially if Bitcoin's at 150K. Like, I mean, if Bitcoin were to hit 150K this month, then like I would probably wait longer. I mean, it depends. It depends what things look at. Like, I don't think I would, regardless of whatever the hell Bitcoin does now and between October, I don't think I would be taking profits before October. Unless it went really crazy, maybe 180 or 200 or something, but that's just someone. It's not going to, it's going to be like a diminished, like, look at this pattern here. I mean, this was a big jump. This was diminished return version of that. Like, it's not going to, it's going to be slower, guys. I mean, it's probably going to be more like, that into September. And then, like, this is kind of what you're, for October. I mean, it may only get up to 140 even, It may not even get up to that 150. And we kind of want it to be more sideways and less exciting because that puts more money into alts because people get bored with Bitcoin, they buy ETH and alts. It's kind of what we want in a lot of ways. But, man, this market's jumping. I mean, it's like a dot a little bit here. That's trying to come back a little bit. I mean, some of these are lagging, as you guys know, but just trying to think like what else I want to look at. I mean, obviously Solana is always a big player. Try and jump higher there, confusion. Yeah, yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do, James. Yeah, I would say these bills could, yeah, kind of have a catalyst to start alt season, you know. But I'm not like a fundamental trader, really, you know. We know the fundamentals are generally good regardless of what the hell happens with government. So, yeah, it's a thing there. I mean, unless they try to ban it, I guess, but that ain't happening. At least not yet. Total 3. Oh, that's a good one to look at. Oh, man, you're almost back to your freaking... That's the thing, too. Like, you're almost... I mean... I'm looking at this point, at least, I hope, you know, you break upward from there. I'm looking at some high points, man. Yeah, 1.7 trillion. It could be even higher, maybe. You know, if you're looking at like a 3x from here for that, yeah. Or like 100% from there, yeah. I mean, the thing too, guys, this looks really good in that 3-week. Probably... If you're looking at October, I mean, you're going to get that next red dot, that wave around October, November right there. So that could be a lot of roads point to October being kind of the where it's mostly over. The thing is, though, October could be the really crazy month. So maybe you want to wait till the end of October, just DCA out through October. You know what I mean? That's kind of the thing. Yeah. Mm. Mm. Will change everything. Will the regulation clarity make it like tougher on these? I feel like it might screw up the memes, but then again, Trump's got his own meme coin, so it'd be kind of ironic. You know what I mean? So yeah, let's see here. It looks like 30 days of final short-term resistance. Yeah, I kind of would guess that this is where we start to consolidate at least. You know, I want to look quickly at crypto funding rates here. Ooh. Okay, so it's a lot of... Usually, I mean... Let's look at the liquidations points quickly. I might have to go down and pick something up real quick, guys. But it'll only be like a couple minutes, and then I'll be right back. 120, yeah. I mean, in terms of this, your liquidation points are all the way up to 130, kind of. Let's look at that on ETH, though. Let's see here. That's where it's more like, but that's not always going to be. Yeah, you got some, if you're running out of liquidation points, you know what I mean? Like, you're going to have somewhat of a consolidation relatively soon. I mean, you got somewhere you need them to be, you know, 4,000, but this ain't always right. I mean, people do make money, you know. The majority of people lose money going, you know, high leverage, but yeah, I mean, these people down here, they're not going to get stopped out. They're just going to get eaten alive in funding rates. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think 4,000 is the big point that you'll get to when all is kind of said and done. Then you'll see your, you know, typical kind of 20% correction or whatever. Like I think the most likely thing here is if we map out 4,000 approximately, you know, and then down to like probably 20%, 3,200 or something, you know, over August or whatever. I gotta pick something up, guys. Just give me. I'll put on some music for you guys. Give me like a couple minutes here. Don't worry. Stick around. Stick a little intermission.
I'm right all the time, and it's very hard to find a person who's on the same wavelength as me.
I hate this song. What do I want to leave you guys with? There's got to be better. This one's not too bad. Maybe with this one. I'll be back in a few minutes. All right, guys. So sorry about that. I am back, and let's see here. So regulations 3,800. Yeah. So I mean, I think that, when you, look at, kind of like I was mentioning, 3,800, you got a little bit. I mean, is there even a linear spiral line there? I think like the main area is kind of right here, and then kind of like 4,000 essentially. You could even get up to 4,100 by the end of the month, early next month. So there's that potential. There's definitely that potential there. Just thinking like, kind of that area right there. Let's see. Kind of there. Yeah. That's just a huge area. Like, you're not pulling through that very quickly. It could take a month once you hit there. A month to a month and a half once you hit that 4K area. But the thing is, too, like, you got ETH outperforming the majority of alts right now. When does that end? I mean, that's the time it did. That's the time it did there. I think it's going to be more like this, It comes up quickly, and then you kind of get your, when probably the next red dot in the weekly, according to this. I mean, it could be different this time, but, probably next red dot in the weekly. I mean, when does that? September, probably. It'll probably come up pretty high, I would assume, September. I think it'll outperform most alts for the next month to 2 months. Like I've been mentioning a lot. The thing too, I was just curious about it's the same thing, but ETH ETF. Yeah, I mean, most of the pain has been erased. So if you bought this ETF, unless you got really unlucky and bought the exact top on it, you're kind of in the green and break even, which is not too bad. And I'm just curious about, like, you know, if you're looking at triple Q for the year here. I mean, what are you currently up, like, on the year? Like, if you got in, you know, when did the year start? Like, right around. Okay, you're up 6% on the year. So, I mean, with compound interest, you know, you're only slightly down on it against ETH. If we look at ETH versus triple Q, that's a big recovery, just like on the USD pair. And right there. So, I mean, when does this kind of peak out against the NASDAQ? I mean, probably on the next kind of red dot. I think the 3-week is a better kind of indication. I mean, here, yeah, December 21, you know, it's probably gonna be something like that. So, yeah. I mean, you've jumped up against the NASDAQ so far, 90% right there. From these highs, you're still down 20%, you know, kind of like the USD pair. From the all-time high in the NASDAQ, you're still down like 45, so it's pretty significant. But, yeah, and then ETH versus SPY. I think this is doable, potentially. A higher high. Yeah, that's what's going to be pretty big here. So yeah, that's what I kind of hope for. So yeah, man, I'm just thinking about this. So it's Chainlink, and then, I mean, curious too, like ETH Gold. That would be a good one to look at as well, because that hit huge area, kind of lows of 22. Actually went down slightly, and then a big jump against it. So, I mean, that 3-week, you know, I think we're looking for kind of your next area where these kind of get high, which is probably sometime in Q4. So yeah, where could this go? Probably maybe a new all-time high against gold. How's gold in general doing? I mean, I would assume you may see some consolidation, some pullback here. You know, I mean, you had from 2011, you had your bad decade. And then this decade generally has been kind of good all of a sudden, you know. The 2020s, kind of good. So that's what we're looking at there. If we look at, I think we looked at total 3. Do we look at others? You know, others in total 3, very strong right now. Trigger wave right there on the 3-week. I mean, this is kind of like just no brainer. Like, you know, when does this peak out? No brainer to get in right now. This is just basic Market Cipher strategy. I mean, really basic strategy. Like, kind of like right here, next kind of red dot probably would be kind of your big sell signal. Now, how far do we go up, you know, from that area? It'd probably be, because we can kind of map where this is a tight wave. So probably from here to probably something like that, I would guess. You know, we're on the, probably a new all-time high, maybe more. That'd point to December. Could be earlier though. So yeah. I mean, you kind of want it to be fast, but you know. This dot right there, that was one that's lagged behind, obviously. Just wanted to look at a few of these that flow. A few of these that people have talked about in the past that I wouldn't mess with, just too low, you know what I mean? Already, when you get excited about NFTs and all that, that should break up back to these points, which would be cool. Helium. That should also break upward, which would be really good. XRP, yeah, I looked at it. I think you can get up to potentially $4 by early next month, $6 by Q4, sometime in Q4. I don't think you'd go much above $6, but we'll see. Mm. What was I going to look at? I mean, this is the one I always try to, like the fraction to. It's better just, I mean, I have the NFT itself, but still kind of down on in some ways, you know, 6K for a mutant ape right now. Looking for that NFT market to do pretty well, and I think Q4 you'll probably see that, you know, from September onward, kind of see those jumps there. So yeah. Curious about if this will do anything. That probably will jump back to, I would guess, at least this pocket, maybe 14 or more. April was there, so it's still kind of above that. Not a lot though, but something, you know. The newest meme coin that's, you know, listed on Coinbase, I guess. This doing nothing so far, just fell off. It's apparently down like 20% or 30% though. We'll see what happens. Could go down 99%. We'll see. Maybe not though. Melania meme has been delisted from some places, I think now, or maybe not. Oh, that's actually coming up a little tiny bit, which is interesting. First weekly green Heikenhashi, so we'll see what happens here. This one kind of has gone to zero. The Trump one, I don't know if you really think, $10 XRP by end of year. No, I don't think so. It'll get to the it'll probably get to the 520, whatever the hell the number is. Everyone talks $5, 20 something cents or whatever. It'll probably get there, but I wouldn't think that you're going to $10. That would be too much. I think ETH probably will overall do better than XRP into the end of the year. That's just my kind of guess, but jumped up here. I mean, I don't know if you're going to... Maybe XRP will do better. Who knows? It's hard to say here. Just looking at some ones that have been that's kind of like DOT, just very lagging there, yeah. And there's ICP. I mean, God bless you if you've been holding this since, I don't know, these areas. This thing, yeah. So that or high. Maybe it'll get back up to 15 or so, though. Man. Trying to think here. Nvidia. Well. Right there or something, yeah. We looked at like liquidation points here. I'm just curious if we look at like the highest freaking. Yeah, I think you'll sweep, you'll get to this, liquidate these, then you go back down a bit. These will just get eaten alive in funding fees probably. I don't think you're going to go down to these levels, not anytime soon. I mean, my bear market bottom for this next year, probably 1800. Like up to 7K or more, then back to 1800 in 2026. 2 steps forward, 1 big step back. 2 big steps forward, 1 big step back. But yeah. But you look at this chart, it's like it's not bad, you know what I mean? Like it's still bad beginning of the year, bad first half, but yeah. Think about it, crypto is like just the public's perception of it. Like when it's up, people are positive about it. When it's down, people hate it, think it's a scam, you know what I mean? It's just so... People's opinions change as quickly as Jim Cramer's opinions change, you know what I mean? Up to 71 cents on ApeCoin, okay. We'll jump here. I think generally we should. I mean, if we can get up to $1, that'd be pretty chill. Right there, yeah. Looking for that dollar mark. I mean, what can this do in the next, I don't know, I mean, It probably could get back up to 2 something, I would hope, you know. $2. At least a double, I would think. Double to triple. So yeah. Trig wave's right there. We might actually I think it's a little bit premature. I think you're gonna have to wait a week or two, but we could actually get up to these levels, you know, pretty soon, I guess. Maybe before that, maybe. I think it is a little premature though, but that's what I was thinking. So let's see here. I mean, we obviously got the bill. I mean, Trump's, you know, they're accomplishing a lot of things. Game of chicken. It's just funny, like how liberal like CNBC tries to be, and even it just doesn't even work. You know what I mean? Netflix. That's really, yeah, ever since that, like, I mean, even if you bought the top here, yeah, up 100%. I haven't looked at this in a long time, man. I mean, where would this peak at? Could that get to 2K by end of year? I don't know. I feel like that's reaching. I feel like this will start to consolidate a little bit, but who knows? I mean, it is big. I mean, really the future of, you know, what TV has become or whatever. Yeah, I could see getting up to 15 end of year. Probably, yeah, that's what it would be. Probably 15 end of year, and then you'd probably have a correction in 26 or something. I'm just curious what you. Yeah, like these are just big. That big place that formed right there. That was I mean, if you were able to survive, it was what, 70? Yeah. That's the thing too. Everybody's like, you know, buy the dip, but it's like some things dip and didn't do. You know, this dipped as well, but nothing yet. You know what I mean? It's up a little, but yeah. I think we got another half hour till markets open. Yeah, another half hour till markets officially open. You're on the course of making a new high on Ethereum, a new local high here. Or yearly? No, not yearly. No, year. Yeah, you're on the. No, not yet. Yearly high would be 37. But you're on the verge of that. You're close to that. You know, that blood diamond got it pretty well there on the 3-day. Definitely on the verge of that. So, you know, I think we'll get there. Within a few weeks. I mean, funding rates are not that. Yeah, the thing too, funding rates, nothing too bad. Funding rate, nothing too bad. Yeah, it's getting a little, it's getting there. But I think if you get a little bit of consolidation, tiny pullback, that'll be enough to straighten things out. And then, you know, from there, yeah, kind of going. Sky. These classics, the best one. You could go crazy. Let's see the hourly. Nothing's too happening yet. ARB was one a lot of people were excited about, but so far very underwhelming. But we'll see. Maybe it'll come back now. Pingu, Pudgy Penguin. That went nuts. Yeah, that's way back. Hopefully Ape will follow in those footsteps. Yeah. What's up, James? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. It is evening there, yeah. Afternoon where I am, and morning on the East Coast. So yeah. I thought you were outside of Bangkok. You're in Bangkok itself. I thought you were like more south or something. Could have been wrong. But yeah. But I am doing well. A little warm where I am right now. A little warm. And they don't have AC here in this country really, but yeah, still cool. Still a nice place. So yeah. Oh, gotcha. Okay, yeah, 2 hours south. Nice. So yeah. Heat's bad. Is it July? I mean, usually you get a lot of rain there this time of year, though, right? It is really hot. Yeah. I'll be heading there in about a month, so, well, actually less than a month. So hopefully I won't melt. But yeah. Yeah, boy. I think it'll be a little bit better in August. Man, should have went to Chiang Mai. I was there in September. It wasn't awful. Let me look at that. Is the air quality? Does it say like on the weather app if the air quality's bad there? Jeez. Heavy rain. Oh, you're supposed to. It's cloudy and you're supposed to get rain right now. So you should cool off. How's your? It doesn't even say the air quality. Usually it says if your air quality's bad. Maybe it'll get a little bit better in August when I get there, a few weeks. So I think it'll be good though. Always enjoyed Bangkok. Gold looking like it wants to cut gold. Yeah, ETH2. Yeah, the rain will help. Yeah. I guess it's been sunny there, but now you're waiting for the rain. I mean, the rainy season there is kind of cloudy normally. I mean, you get some sunny days and not too much. I mean, it's generally a lot of clouds and rain. I mean, you know, I was there in September and it was like that, so, yeah. It is a great city, yeah. That looks good though on dot. Should at least, yeah, $6 to $9 next, hopefully. And then up to 18 or something. AVAX too, man. AVAX. Actually 31. I mean, hopefully back up to these areas. Right, remove that one. That one's not as relevant. There and then there. Even mean, it's not going down this low again. But yeah, that those kind of highs or whatever. Definitely lagging, but you know. I already looked at this. I want to look at it again. So right there, then you had a little pull. I think this time will be not as bad with the. I think you're gonna get, you know, hopefully up to 20 something cents eventually here. So you got some time. Definitely got some time. Got a lot of viewers on X. And by the way, guys, if you're interested in trading, check out the pinned chat in the comments. 20% off your fees for life over on BloFin. Same thing in the description down below, but BYDFI. And remember, if you are interested in the Hold Empire VIP Discord, you can join the free Discord, and then there's some info in there on how to pay in crypto or pay not in crypto. And then if you do deposit at least $100 on either BYDFI or BloFin, open to support ticket with your UID or your email, and we'll give you one free month in there. Hold Empire VIP Discord. So yeah. But nah, everything looks pretty good here, guys. Everything looks like it'll keep going. I could see some consolidation into the weekend. I mean, weekend, lower trading volume, bullish sideways, I don't know, bearish sideways. Tough to exactly say, but you just look at ETH here and you're just like, yeah, no, it's a good recovery. It's a good recovery. So, yeah. I don't know if there's really too much else to say at the moment right now. We're going to get into New York Open relatively soon. Pre-market is high, all-time high for S&P 500. As CNBC is probably Visa Integrity for the hills. Yeah. Tourism to the U.S. went down a lot. Obviously because of the lion. Let's see, Chevron, please. So yeah, was slightly up in the pre-market. Let's see, what's the year return on the S&P 500 so far from January? Is it here? Right around there, I guess. I don't know. It's up 6%, so nothing too crazy. I would think that you can get up to like 6 something here, maybe 16% a year. Maybe less, you know, we'll see. Somewhere in between here and there, you know. Somewhere there. Anyway, guys, I think I'm probably going to get going, but to kind of wrap it all up, I could see some consolidation here. Be careful. But, man, if you just keep following what we're following, like, man, you could jump up to 39 or more relatively soon. So, you know, next few weeks, I would think. But, yeah, no, it's big. Just that recovery back up to that kind of area for ETH is just huge. Like, it's just been, you know, so... what's the word? So like suppressed, and then all of a sudden, you know, you finally you're pumping it up, and then all of a sudden you let it go, let the spring go, and it's just like insanely high up. So that's what I'm looking at there, and you know, new all-time highs can't come fast enough. I would predict that you'll see. Oh, one last thing I want to look at here: fear and greed. This is what I want to look at. So. Crypto market fear and greed 71, nothing crazy just yet, and I think that would kind of tell us that we have, you know, another couple weeks, I would say another 2 weeks at least, into early August for a potential kind of local top, and then you see your next kind of pullback that brings fear up a little bit. So that's kind of the way I've been you know, mapping out. So if we see, you know, probably something like this, I mean, I don't think you're getting up that high, you know, something like this into the beginning of August. Then you get your, you know, correction downward, or maybe just downward to here or something. And then, you know, after that into September, that's your new all-time high. And then probably, I don't know, something like that, maybe into there. And then I mean, something like that. That's what I could see it definitely happening here. So that's what I'm kind of looking at. And I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. Smash the like button. Always appreciate you guys smashing the like button.